Yes, I'm very excited. I think it's a great initiative from the BCCI to still host the T20 challenge. You know, regardless of what's happening around the world, and the Big Bash that's also happening. I know some players wasn't very happy with the clash of the two tournaments, but I think it gives, you know, some other players opportunities as well to pick up their hands and to go play in this tournament. And for myself and Aya to be selected, it's a great honor to represent South Africa. And we're very excited, and I hope we can perform very well and fly the South African flag high. At first it was a bit of confusion because I was in the gym, or I just got out of the gym, and my manager phoned me and he's like, you need to go do your visa application photos and you need to send your passport. And I'm like, for what? And he's like, well, I'm not sure yet, but you need to do it very urgently. So I went to do it, to send everything, and then eventually one of the CSA members contacted me and he's like, well, you and Ayabonga are going to the T20 challenge and we need all this information from you. So I immediately messaged Ayabonga and I'm like, congratulations, how did you hear? Are you excited? And she's like, I don't know, it's still very confusing, but I hope we can go. It sounds very cool. So we're very excited, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Yes, definitely. It got cancelled last minute. We were ready to, you know, our bags were semi-packed to go, but luckily we've been training for a while now, so hopefully we're not going to be as rusty, but we're definitely very hungry for some game time and to be out in the middle and, you know, just have a good time. Yeah, I think it's very difficult to set personal goals for such a short tournament. I mean, we're only playing 2 games and then hopefully the third in the final. But I think for me, it's just going to be to learn as much as I can from the players around me and just to enjoy it as much as I can. Because ultimately T20 cricket is all about entertainment and, you know, having fun. So I think that's what my goal is for the, you know, for the 2 games if I get the chance to play. Yeah, I think lockdown was a blessing in disguise for a lot of people. I know many players have injuries, and lockdown kind of gave them the opportunity to recover from that. So I think for a few players it was a good thing. For myself, it was fun in the beginning. The first 3 to 4 weeks it was kind of fun because you didn't know what to expect. You didn't know how long lockdown was going to be. But we had training programs, so we did a lot of home workouts and, you know, up and down the driveway sprints. So we did that for the whole of lockdown because, you know, you never knew when you would need to be ready for a cricket match, because obviously nobody knew in the uncertain times when, you know, when lockdown's going to end, when COVID's going to pass and all that. So we needed to stay fit the whole time. So yeah, we did a lot of home workouts, and preparing for the T20 tournament now, we did a lot of slow stuff because I think by looking at the games in Sharjah, the pitches looked a bit slow at the end. So we did a lot of slow spin, a lot of slow medium pace, just to work on the positions and get yourself in good positions and generating your own pace. In the beginning, it was quite fun because I woke up every morning at 8 and had breakfast and did a workout routine, and then kind of had lunch and then studied a bit or read a few books, and that went on for a couple of weeks. But then, as you know, week 10 or week 11 came by, waking up at 8, you know, the motivation level for me decreased because you know, like I said, you don't know what you're training for, you don't know what's going to happen. So in the beginning it was fun, I had a routine, but then afterwards, you know, week 10, week 11, I just woke up when I woke up and then just did what I had to do in the day to, you know, get to the next day. Yeah, I think, you know, well, it seems like if you win a toss, you need to bat first and score 200. But no, like I said, we trained a lot slow bowling, generating your own pace, finding the gaps with the slow bowling. But I mean, I think in women's cricket, that's a huge part of our game. We don't have the pace that the men have with the bowling, so we're kind of used to it. But no, I think normally at the IPL they prepare very good wickets. So I think it's going to be, slow, but not as slow as we think. So I think it's still going to be a very good wicket to play on. Yeah, I think it's a very balanced team. I think we have a good balance between, the spin side. We have Lee as well from New Zealand. We have Ektabish, which I feel is one of the best bowlers in the world. And then the batting side, if you have Danny and Verma opening the batting, that's a very dangerous combination. Yeah, that's a very dangerous combination. And then you still have Natali Raj coming in, and then all of the youngsters I don't even know, which can have so much potential. So I think it's a very balanced team. I haven't spoken to them directly, but the coach I'm training at also coached Chris Morris before he left, and they've been in contact. So I've been getting a little bit of feedback from Sharjah, and obviously Chris Morris is doing extremely well at the moment. But hopefully I get to see the guys, or the couple of the guys there, and we can have a chat. Yeah, I think it's not as long. I think as soon as you start losing your mind, you get to be free. But I think I have a lot of studying to do. I have 2 exams just after the quarantine period, so I need to study a lot, make sure I pass. But I'm sure we're going to do a few home workouts again as well. So just keeping fit as best as we can, and then I'll probably just study and watch some Netflix and chill. It's not as bad because I know on tours you get a lot of free time, and I guess it's just time management on how you spend that. I won't normally say no to a sightseeing. If we go sightseeing, I won't say that I'll definitely go do that, but then I'll make sure in the evenings when we come back I'll spend an extra hour or 2 just catching up on the work. So it's kind of just time management, but like I said, we get a lot of free time, so there's really no excuse not to balance it.